And we're back. Hello, this is Christian with the Cross Trails podcast. I've just checked when my last one was. It was July, I think. Yeah. Hello. If you're listening, welcome back. If you've not listened before, um, it's mainly about running. So if that's not your thing, sorry. Um, but yeah, it's we talk about other stuff as well. I sometimes get guests on. This year is going to be much more organized, much more um, structured. So previously, I've sort of had this thing of, oh yeah, I'm going in on a whim. It's I'll be because I had people like, oh, I like that it's sort of off the cuff and that like that. But personally, for me, it doesn't work. I'm not like I can't just reel off stuff without and ahhing 1,000 times. So we're doing it more structured. So I've got notes. Um, Fucking loads of stuff. Sorry, I do swear a lot on here. So a lot of stuff has happened since. So I went to Chamonix. Um, to what did I do? Saw my mate Lewis finish the OCC. That was an emotional experience. That was fucking beautiful. That was seeing him finish. That was so good. Um, yeah, saw a few people do different races that I know. I travelled over in my mate Kev's Volkswagen Transporter and another lad called Ollie. It was lovely to meet him, spend time with him. And yeah, just had a doss about rather than worrying about races and all that sort of stuff. I'd done my first Via Ferrata. That was cool. Um, and yeah, just had a little doss about, and then went to Italy to do the Valtellina Wine Trail Marathon with my mate Kieran, who's been a guest on this podcast before. No doubt he'll be on it again. And that was so much fun. So we flew. He flew from London City Airport. I flew from Manchester, and our flights literally got in. I think he got in like 20 minutes before me, so it worked out perfectly. We went and got our hire car, and it was my first time driving in another country and on the other side of the on the left hand. Yeah, you know what I mean. And considering I only passed my test like was it 2 years ago or so, it was pretty scary. But we got there. We didn't die. I was definitely expecting some speeding tickets because people in Italy just do not drive the speed limit. So I was like, I don't know, say like 80 kilometers an hour. I'd be like doing 82, 83. People were like up my arse, beeping and flashing the lights. I was like, fucking hell, you know what? So I was like, ended up having to just sort of like do 90 or 100 kilometers an hour to, just to get them off my arse. Um, so yeah, I was really, really worried about speeding tickets, but we didn't. So yeah, ate a lot of cheese, drank a lot of wine, done the race, which was so hard. So it was great though. I tell you what, it is probably the most best value for money race I have ever done in my life. I think it cost us. I think it might have been 60. Is it 60 euros? Yeah, it was 60 euros to enter, and you got so much in your bag. Like, so you go there, you pick up your registration. You got a bag just full of goodies. One of them's a hoodie. Like that's not extra. You just get that. Like a race hoodie. Then you got like loads of like local foods. Like you got some. I don't normally eat beef. Like cow. I don't eat. Yeah, I'm a bit weird. Um, but they you got like and Kieran's vegan, so we had these like just local meats in like a pack, and like I just couldn't not eat it because I was just like, you know, it's yeah. What else did we get? We got loads of like they have like these local apples you can only get in the area. They come in a box, like proper fancy apples, and they were incredible. Best apple I've ever had. You got a bottle of wine, like a full bottle of wine. There was just loads of goodies, and it's just like fucking hell, like probably the bottle of wine in the UK. I reckon that because since I've been there, I've bought a bottle from that region in the UK. It cost me about 23 quid, I think it was, or 28. Hoodie, you think of a race hoodie in the UK, how much you paying? Probably like 60 quid, probably. I know for like a UTMB one, you're paying, yeah, about 60 quid. So it was just like, it was just fucking great. And then anyway, so you go to the train station in Sondrio, which is where the finish is, and your train is already paid for. Again, free transport. Usually it's like, I've seen on other races, it'll be like extra tenner for transfer to start, finish, or whatever. I know it's free. I mean, looked at the receipt and it was only like €3.50, but still, you know. Um, so yeah, and then yeah, got the train, hung out in, oh fucking hell, what was it called? Where the start was. Apologies, I've not got. I've my notes are quite vague. Um, and then yeah, and then me and Kieran set off together. We stayed with each other literally. I think for the entire. I think out of the 26 and a bit miles, we ran together for like 25 and a bit. It was literally that last mile, and I was like, mate, just go, just go, because I was like, I didn't feel myself slowing down as much, but what happened was, I started with a head torch, and then I put my head torch in like a side pocket of my race pack, and it wasn't until about 13 miles in I just felt this huge pain in my side, and it must have done something to me. I'm not sure if it was like knocking or what. I had it pretty like my pack pretty tight, um, but I just had this severe pain where I literally like curled up at the checkpoint. Like I was just like, "Fuck, what is going on?" And I was like, "Shit!" Like, have I fucked up my race? I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to continue because I was in that much pain. I was like wanting to cry. I carried on anyway, just moved it, and it was just niggling pain. And me and Kieran kept up with each other. I sort of caught up with him on the ups, and then he would fucking pounce me on the downs. A couple of downs I caught up with him actually. Give myself credit. So yeah, it was a bit sort of like that wacky races sort of thing, and we're just running together. And then, but yeah, the checkpoints were amazing. Like some of the checkpoints had barbecues on, like full on barbecues. They had wine. There was one with beer. So like you'd go through the actual what do you call it? Oh bloody hell! The wine cellars. You'd be running along barrels and stuff, and the smell was incredible. Awful if you hate wine, but it's yeah, amazing. And yeah, and then you just got fed really well on the things. I mean, most people are like, oh, it's a marathon. What you on about? Fucking swig a Lucozade and crack on. But the hills. So we didn't realize till like right at the start, the area where we were doing this race had the steepest vineyards in the whole of Italy. So it was like, oh fuck. Okay. I mean, I was thankfully I was gifted some really good gear from Hoka. They sent me the Hoka Mafati fives, and they sent me some like really good shorts and stuff. So I felt like really the shoes were great on the trails, and the clothes were like really good in the heat because it started off really cold, and then it got really hot. So it's where we were. They have like a temperature inversion. So it's like usually like I don't know, but heat rises, doesn't it? They were telling us this thing anyway that it's really cold in the valleys, and then you go up higher, it's warmer. I know heat rises, but usually like you go up a mountain in the UK, it's colder at the top than it is down. So yeah, they have it different over there. And then yeah, and then we both finished, and then there was an after party where you got a full meal. Again, value for money. So you join the queue, you get like almost like a school dinner tray, and you had a pasta dish, some bread, some fruit, a glass of wine. What else was in it? There was loads of like honestly, I couldn't fault the organization. It was incredible. And then there was an after party as well. And there was a bar, and you could spend more money if you wanted, which of course we did. Um, so yeah, fucking brilliant. And then went around Lake Como. Found some really good running routes for it, but we weren't in the business for running after that race. So we just had a nice walk. Yeah, had a little bro date, and then and then uh, drove us back to the airport and went our separate ways because we were literally like at the same. I think our flight was the exact same time. It's just he was at a different terminal to me. Um, yeah, it was. I got absolutely levered on the way home, waiting for my plane. And then yeah, that was really cool. So that was basically me. Um, so yeah, other things I want to touch on: the fucking running achievements of last year. Wow. So one person who's going to flag up loads in this podcast, in this episode, I should say, is Sarah Perry. What a woman! Like, honest, I think I've mentioned before. Like, I'm not name dropping. I've met her before. I met her at GL3D. Not last year. Was it year before? Or year before that? I've been to loads of them now, and bloody lovely person. Really, really lovely. But she ran 95 laps at the Backyard Ultra, covering 395.8 miles, 637 kilometers. So if you don't know what a Backyard Ultra is, it's running four and a bit miles on the hour every hour. So you could finish it in, I don't know, like half an hour. Then you get half an hour break, and then you got to do it again. And obviously, the longer you go, the slower your loop is going to be. And she done 95 laps, which was just absolutely insane. She was the sole finisher, shall I add, out of 24 starters. Oh no, hang on, that's another thing she done. Oh no, this is the same one. Sorry. Oh no, this is what's it called? Sorry, she's done two big things. So she's done the backyard, big dog backyard, 95 laps. What was the other one? There was one. Sorry, I've got her stuff on here. Um, she basically done another one where it was like up a fucking hill. Um, what's it called? That was 95 laps of the backyard ultra. Uh, there we go. Is it the hill? Um, that's it. It's literally just called the hill. So the Wrecking in Shropshire. So here we are. Sorry, I was scared because I've got both of the things up, but I've not actually put which races there were. So yeah, so this one, she was the sole finisher of the hill out of 24 starters. She completed 56 laps of that one, which is about 160 miles in 47 hours and 1 minute. And she climbed a total elevation of roughly 47,000 feet, which is more than 1.5 times the height of Everest. So it's like going up Everest and then doing half of it again, which is just silly. It's just like to do those two big things is mad. And she's done something this week, which I'll go into later on in the episode. She's just amazing to watch, and she's just so lovely. And I think she's an absolute inspiration, not just for women runners, but I think for all runners, and for kids as well, because she's a school teacher. You know what I mean? So that I mean, I'm not sure what they think of her. Like as a kids don't think their teachers are cool. Apart, you might have the odd one, but you know, how fucking inspirational is that? Like, it's just incredible. Also, women I want to shout out: Robyn Cassidy, winning the Cheviot Goat and second place at Winter Spine 2025. Amazing. Holly Wooten, Dragon's Back race, first lady, second overall, incredible result. Lucy Gossard. Is it Gossage? It's just Lucy Goss on Instagram, so I never, I've never. So apologies. Winter Spine won that, fucking incredible. And my friend Trish Patterson, who the first solo winter Dragon's Back race route, just in one go, incredible. It was that was amazing to watch. So Dragon's Back race is usually done over 6 days. so you do like it's done in each stages if you don't know what it is. So it'd be like 50k a day, and then or 30k or whatever, depending on the terrain. Starts in Conwy, finishes is it Cardiff? Yeah, Cardiff. Um, and yeah, she just done it all in one go. Obviously she had sleeps and that, and yeah, she had a solid team crew in her. I think Robyn was there, Zoe Murphy, I believe, was there, Andrea was there. Just really, and it was yeah, it's just cool when you know people who are doing this stuff. Um, it's just yeah, it's just so cool. Um, so yeah, so thinking of cool stuff. So I've got couple of races this year. Um, sorry, not to make it about me. Oh no, I'm not talking about that next. No, I'm talking about Christmas next. Hope you all had a nice Christmas, by the way. Um, yeah, mine was alright. New Year's, Boxing Day is always my highlight. Boxing Day is like my family day. Also, it's the Chest Around the Walls race. I think this is my. Sorry, I've got one, two, fifth. It was my fifth year doing it this year, but it's been going on for over 100 years. Is it 100 years? Yeah, 100 years, 100 year race. Yeah, yeah. So it's been over 100 years now. Um, yeah, really cool. I mean, for me, it's more of a social event, but it's really fun. You start on Chester Race Course, and then you do a bit on the race course, which is always fun, especially if the weather's been wet and whatever. It was quite firm this year. It's frosty. I wore my Mount Coast hybrid shoes because I've on the grass bit in previous years. I've always been, I wish I had trail shoes, but then like when you're on the walls, because you do a lap of the walls in Chester, it's a Roman walled city. If you didn't know, um, and I'm like, well, obviously I need road shoes for this bit. So yeah, so the Mount Coast H1 really good. I'd done a reel about them when I'd done the Baker Way. Really good shoe. I really enjoyed them. And then yeah, and then not much between that. Usually on is it New Year's Eve they'd have the Jubilee Plunge Fell Race, which is a race that starts on the top of Mulvermay, a local. I wouldn't call it a mountain; it's a hill. Is it big? It's a big hill. I think is it 200 odd meters. I can't remember. Um, was it 500? I think it might be 500. No, it can't be 500. I don't. It's a biggish one anyway. And literally you start at the top and you just run down to one of the local pubs. But the pub's closed down, so they're not hosting it anymore. There is another one to replace it. Um, it was the inaugural one this year because it's a completely different location, completely different route. So the thing I liked about the Jubilee Plunge, it was very much like doesn't matter which route you go, just get down as fast as you can. Whereas I think this one's a bit more you stick to the route. So I don't know. I might give it a go this year. Um, because again, I think it was late December. It could have been really early Jan. I can't remember. Um, so yeah. Um, but yeah, and then thinking of winter, actually, my friend Michael White finishing the Winter Downs 100. Shout out to him. That was yeah, that was cool to watch. I had him. I was dot watching him. It's a race I've done before. If I've not told you already, um, it's a fucking hard one. I mean, Michael's a really solid runner. He's really good. Um, so it was no surprise to me that he finished it. Um, yeah, he absolutely smashed it, which is always good. I just yeah, like I say about Trish, I just love seeing people who I know do well. I mean, it's even people I don't know, like when there's like I don't know, you might see someone you've never even heard of, like I don't know. Like I remember when the first time I heard about Courtney DeWalter. First time I heard about her was when what race was it? But she came first overall, but the man who was behind her was behind her by like 8 hours. Um, and just find that people like that are just it's just cool. Isn't it? It's cool, 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 cool. If I've not said cool enough. Um, so yeah, so my race calendar next year, I'm keeping it pretty bare as I can. I've got the Dales Traverse in March, which I'm currently on a training plan, plan via Gary House. As always, I'm week 5, week 6. Now I'm week 6 into it now. Of 16-week plan, so I got another 10 weeks to go. I don't know how I'm going to go into the Dales Traverse because I went into the Lakes Traverse really I underestimated it a lot because I didn't think the elevation profile was intimidating. Um, and yeah, and that was my mistake. So I am not going to make that mistake this time. I'm just going to go in with an open mind. Hopefully, be injury free. My training's been pretty consistent. I've had the few odd day off because of hangovers, courtesy of the um, Run Club in Chester Winter Social, which was great. But yeah, my head was sore the next day. Um, and I don't think I've had any other. There's been a couple of days where I've not ran in and done a hike instead, which is, if you go up by Nikki Spink's training, is just as good. Which she just finished one of the spine races. We'll go into that soon. So, what else is on my thing? So yeah. Oh, so I'm going to be doing. So I mentioned the Winter Downs 100. I'm going to be doing the Centurion Autumn 100. Just purely because I would just like to have the buckles next to each other. Not assuming I'm going to finish, but I would like that. So, and I can't get that without attempting. So yeah, we'll do that. It looks like it will be a much faster course than the Winter Downs, um, which is what I would like. So yeah, I've not done like a mountainous 100 mile, and I think I'd prefer not to at this point. It's definitely on the cards, but yeah. Um, so yeah, and in part of my training for that Autumn 100, I will be signing up for the Pegasus Rhythm, um, which is a 50k in, I think it's in mid Wales. Um, so yeah, I'll go do that as part of my training. So it's only really 3 races. I'll do a few like fell races in between, maybe like the odd trail half marathon or something if it's part of my training. But nothing I'm signed up for other than them 3. I've not signed up for the Pegasus one yet, or the Centurion one actually. Oh, sorry, the Centurion one. I just needed to put money away because Christmas and all that time of year is just expensive, isn't it? So, and contrary to popular belief, I'm not. I'm not rich. I do have a few people saying, "Oh, how are you affording all these shoes?" And you got a new Garmin. Well, most of the shoes I get given to me, if I'm honest. And the watch is on PayPal Finance. No, not PayPal Finance. It's on one of them, some sort of finance. So yeah, that's my race calendar. So I'll be trying to keep to discipline as much as I can, which is something I really struggle with is discipline. It's weird. As a kid, I was like, I don't know, my dad was really strict. Great relationship now, but it wasn't the best as a kid. Really, really, really strict. So I was really disciplined. Like literally, as soon as I get home from school, I'd have to take my my uniform off, hang it up. If it needs ironing, iron it. All that sort of stuff. Clean my room. So really. I mean, obviously, kids have to clean the room, but I'd have to do it like every day, type thing. Yeah, he's quite militant. Someone who wasn't in the military, he was quite militant. It was quite funny, but so yeah, so I don't know. Maybe a knock on effect of I was so disciplined as a kid. Now that I'm an adult, I realise well I don't need to be anymore. Who knows? I don't. Or maybe I'm just lazy. I don't know. But sorry. So yeah. So um, that'll be thing. What else have I got on here? Oh, yeah. So this is my little rant, which this is something I saw a lot in 2025, and I hope to see less of in 2026. I shared a meme about it recently, and it's businesses like running brands, building communities, and just just fuck off. Like you. I hate this building communities thing. It's like, oh, follow us to join the community, or come with us on a group run, a community run, all that shit. I hate it. It annoys me. Maybe I'll lose some potential um ambassadorships in the future for it. But I just hate it. It does my head in. It's like there's nothing about being a community because I own a hat of this certain brand. I'm not, you know, we're not part of the community because we're on some club on Strava. Like, behave. You know what I mean? It's like, and you go. I've been to a couple of these brand runs where it's like a community run. The only ones who do it well are Innovate. I've been to an Innovate do fucking great runs. I've been to two in Chamonix, one in Kendal, brilliant. Um, but other brands who I won't mention, I've been to, and it's just such a dick measuring contest. Goes for the girls as well. It's not just the men. Who looks the best? I mean, I get some people can say it's about run clubs, and they're absolutely right. Some run clubs are like that. Mine is who I run with are fucking fantastic. Love them to bits. But it is kind of like who looks the best, who's you know running the best form, pace or whatever, and it's like no one talks shit. You know what I mean? Like I thought we're a community, but no one chats. It's so weird. Just running around city centre with a boombox and yeah, yeah. Anyway, so what else have I got on my? Oh, Spine Race. Spine Race has been going on, and it's my favourite part of the year to dot watch. Also, I love dot watching Dragon Back as well, but and occasionally the what's the one in Scotland? By Aria events. I can't believe I've forgotten what it's called. Oh, here we go. Good old Google. Using 10 million litres of water to give me an AI thing that I'm not asking for. Cape Wrath. Yeah, Cape Wrath. I like that one as well. But Spine Race, obviously, is the winter Spine Race. It depends. For me, the summer Spine Race, I have to know people to really care. Or if I know someone's going to go to win it. Like, there was that year Damo and John Kelly were racing each other, and it was just it was so much fun because obviously people just you just watch dots on the screen. Obviously, no, it's all the social media that goes alongside it and all that sort of stuff, and it's just so good. So full spine. I've not got many I'm watching in this full spine. I've got John Kelly who DNF'd. He had a fall and hurt his knee, which is a shame. It's a damn shame. My mate Zuki, if you know Zuki, we all love him. Where is he at the moment? I know he's past checkpoint 3. Here he is. He's 162 miles in. Go on, lad. Mental. Who else have we got? Ali Bailey. She's then in there as well, who I'm watching. Fiona Horsfield, um, Gareth Jones, mental health wanderer, I think his Instagram is. And if you know, you know Kevin Munt. What a legend Kevin Munt is. So yeah, he's last I think it was Tan Hill. So yeah, John Kelly DNF'd. 21 hours in, mind. You know, it's he gave it a good crack. So yeah, he had I believe he had a fall and had to DNF. So that's very unfortunate. Um, my lovely friend June Harrison on Challenger North. If you've ever done any of the earlier UTSs pre UTMB, she's done a couple of UTMB owned ones, I think. You will know her. She's on the Challenger North. How's she getting on actually? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We'll have a look. Of course, we'll have a look. So Nikki Spinks is finished. She's unreal as well, isn't she? Where's June? June. I think she's quite far into it. Looks like she's at a checkpoint. Yeah, she's resting at a checkpoint. Which one is that? Belham. Means nothing to me. That Brown. Bellingham is near Bellingham. But she's over 100 miles in. So go on. Who else we got? We have got. Oh, of course. Going back to Sarah Perry, the Spine Challenger South. She won it. Well, Jack Scott won overall, but Sarah Perry won out the women. Jack Scott, again, another amazing runner. It's always fun to watch him at Spine. He's just one of those athletes. I've met him again, fucking name dropping. Really lovely lad as well. Me and him spoke about addictions and dogs when I met him. So it was National Running Show. Was it last year or year before? No, it was year before because it was the year he won the Spine, um, the full Spine, and he was doing lots of stuff with Innovate, and he'd done the talk with Ali Bailey, and I met him, and we spoke about my love of cocaine and his previous gambling addiction, and then we spoke about dogs because he hallucinated seeing a dog, and I hallucinated seeing a wolf, so. We're just chatting to see if there's any connection with canines and hallucinations, but we doubt there is. I think it was just our our brains at the time. They've won. Who else? One, two, three, four. What other? Mark Derbyshire surprising DNF at the Spine Challenger South. Again, talking about the same race. Sorry, I didn't have my finger. Mark Derbyshire, that was surprising. I've not checked. I think I've liked his post, but I don't think I read it properly because I was walking the dog. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I think it was just the just not his race by the looks of it. Yeah, go give him a follow if you don't follow him already, and have a little read. And then a pal of mine, Shaw Merriweather, who was in fourth place overall, I believe. He had issues with his feet, and blimey, I think they say you prepare your feet and all that. I don't. After seeing the pictures of his feet, I don't think he could have prepared for it. The end of his toes were black. Yeah, mental. So and then is that it? I feel like I didn't have anyone in the sprints, don't think. Or do I? No, I do. I'm lying to you. John Shield, Howard Drake up there in the Sprint North. Who they finished. Yeah, so Damo Hall finished first. John Shield finished second. Howard fourth. Amazing. Who finished out the women for that? Wow, not a lot of women finished. Jesus. There was not a lot of women in it, actually. Wow. Well, actually, Say that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. There was 10 women. I know, 12 women. One, two, three. 9 women finished. 3 women, no, 2 women non-competitive, and only one woman DNF'd out of 5 people DNF'd. Only one was a woman. You know, they're right when they say women are stronger in that sense. I do believe, like, obviously with races, there's always more men than women. Um, that's just facts. Unfortunately, I do wish there was more women on the start line. I know a lot of companies are trying to push it. There's lots of women only races, which is fucking great. And I'm definitely like She Ultra. I love that concept. I love as well, like, it is just all female volunteers. Um, you know, husbands, boyfriends, whatever, aren't allowed to like be in certain areas. You know, you can cheer on the sidelines, that be, you know, you can't be in the checkpoints and stuff. I think that's fucking great. Um, but you always see men DNF more than women, and I still think that would be the case if there was 50 men, 50 women in a race. I do think more men would DNF than women. And I think it's been spoken before on another podcast that it's probably because men's egos try and gun it, you know, and women just go at, like, so I've noticed. So I've ran with Robyn Cassidy. Obviously, she wasn't running her pace. We done like a group run thing, and the one thing I noticed, and one thing I've noticed just from watching her as well, and I have her on Strava as well, is her pace is very consistent, even on the ups, the downs. There's no sort of like, obviously she's still going fast, but there's no like slugging it up a hill and then bombing it on a down. It just seems to be a consistent pace. Whereas I think men probably would try and gun it up a hill. I'm myself included, burn out at the top, and then don't have much energy on the downs to sort of concentrate and, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm shit on downhills anyway. I'm awful. Um, I think that's more of a me problem than I think it is more of a me problem than a skill issue. I think it's my confidence. I was saying this with my mate Dom actually. So we done the speaking of that, so me and my friend Dom done the horse fell race last night. This is my 3rd year running it, and it's bloody brilliant. I love it. But one of the discussions, I'll talk more about it in a sec. But one of the discussions we were having is, I think for me personally, it's more knowing the route. So on the miners route coming down Snowdon, Woodver, I can bomb it down miners, like full on sprint down it. But if I go down like the north side of Malvern, I'm like ridiculous. Like I'm just like so, you know, it's just one of them. So I think for me that's what it is. But anyway, horse race, fucking great race. So it's a fell race in a little village called Kilcane in North Wales, just on the shredded wheat northeast side of Malvern. Starts in the White Horse pub, um, and the race is a white horse if there's snow on the course, which there has been for the last 2 years. There wasn't last night. There was a bit on the grass, but not enough. Um, and yeah, and so you have to do it in teams. You can't do it solo. And you get given a map, and there's checkpoints where you have to stamp the map corresponding the way of the route. So you got to follow the map basically. Um, I do have a bit of a advantage, as a lot of people do. Like, I know the course because I've done it before, and I do it sometimes as just like a route to run, if it's on my plan. Um, so yeah, it is meant to be like a nav race, as are all fellow races, I suppose. Um, and then yeah, and then but each year there's different rules. So like this year, we got given an egg and a sack full of oats. Oh, pardon me, beg my pardon. So one of the rules was don't break the egg, and the other rule was don't spill any of the oats out the bag. And the bag's just like a drawstring bag; it could have easily, but so I took care of the egg. Dom took care of the oats, and you get bonus points. So, well, time off your finish time. So you get time off for having a good team name. You get time off for bringing the egg back in one piece and for not spilling the oats. You also get bonus time off for taking funny pictures. So Dom had the egg looking like it was coming out, like he was giving birth out of his mouth, which we realised they're very fresh eggs. And I apologise to Dom because I didn't think of that before, providing the idea. Um, and that's why he was spitting loads afterwards. I was like, oh fuck, I didn't think of that at all. And then mine, because I'm a fiend, was I was like sort of bag the oat bag in hand and had a key up my nose. If you know, you know. Um, and then yeah, I think we done it in an hour 40. I think my Strava says moving time 1 hour 35, 36. But it was about 1 hour 40. Um, yeah, it was just loads of fun. Um, some of the conditions were great, really runnable. Um, but there was a few bits where the mud was like not wanting us to move forward. On the going up, trying to go up and just pushing power into your legs, and then it was just your legs were going backwards, and it just zapped my energy. To be honest, I was just like got to the bit where we sort of would go actually up more than my, and I was just like, "Damn, I've got no energy in these legs." Like, but we done it. It was good fun. He enjoyed himself, which was the main thing. We had a pint of Guinness, and I introduced him to scampi fries. He's never had them before. I was like, "What? You got scampi fries?" So he's had his scampi fries now. So yeah, doing my good deed, introducing scampi fries to people who've not tried it, and it was good just to, again, as part of like when I said about the round the walls race, it was just great social thing. I saw lots of people that I know, people I've met from races, people I've met from Instagram. Yeah, really, really nice. Saw my friend Bet Good, Nathan Jones, Tom Croft, Alec Everett. Who else did I see? Tom Jenkins. I saw a few other people. It's just some of those. Sometimes you just know someone by the face because you've met them at a race before, and just can't think of the name, which is irritating. Um, so I think I'm about to sneeze. One sec. No, we're good. It wants to come out though. um, so yeah. But anyway, there you go. There we go. Sorry, I do really ridiculously loud dad sneezes, so I have to pause that. So yeah. So I'll definitely be doing more fell races throughout the year, and yeah, should be good. So I think I'm going to wrap it up now. Thank if you're still listening, thank you for staying. I was so unsure about restarting this, so I wasn't going to. I kind of fell out of love with it. I kind of felt like I don't check numbers, to be honest, of who's listening. Sometimes Spotify gives me little notifications. Um, Obviously they've dipped since the first episode, which is fine, but then I actually had people asking me, like in person, like, when are you going to do more podcasts? Are you doing more podcasts? Have you stopped doing podcasts? Like, I'm like, fuck, people actually listen, and they're people I care about. If it was just some person who I don't really know, I'd be a bit like, I'd still be flattered, but I'd kind of be like, okay, yeah, okay, I suppose. But because it's people like I actually give a shit about. That sounds horrible. Who I give a shit about? I give a shit about everyone, but um, people who mean a lot to me is what I should say, really. Um, it was kind of like, you care, you know. So if you're one of those people who have asked me about the podcast, thank you. Um, so yeah, no, I was really touched by that because I was thinking, I don't know, it's a bit shit, isn't it, my podcast? You know, but I'm so self-loathing and self deprecating, whatever the word is, depreciating. So yeah, I'm always going to be like that, unfortunately. So yeah, no, cool. We'll leave it at that. 45 minutes. I don't think I've and ahed too much. I've sort of waffled enough. So what I will say about future episodes, again, they'll be more like this, more structured, more not and ahhing and what else should we talk about? You know, I'd like to get more guests on. That would be cool. I know I got a few guests on last year. I might have a couple coming back, but I'd also like to get some new ones. And the next one will probably be speaking about the National Running Show, as that's at the end of this month. I cannot wait. I love the National Running Show. If you're there, come and say hello to me. I will look like I've got a face like a smacked ass. Don't let that put you off. I am a nice person. I'm not a good person. I'm a kind. I'm a nice person. But yeah, no, come and say hello. Even if I look miserable, because that's just my face. I have the male equivalent of resting bitch face, which is just resting bitch face. Let's be honest. Um, yeah, it's cool. I'm really looking forward to it. I always find new things. I always buy stuff that I've bought before and just get it cheaper, even if it's just not paying for shipping. You know. If you're about, my friend Lewis Ferguson's going to be on the Ultra stand. Go and say hello to him. Go say hello to the guys at Voom Nutrition. They've been basically had me on as an ambassador role for quite some time now, and I really appreciate their ongoing support, with supplying me with what I need for my races and my training. Really good people behind the company, and the stuff works. Just go and try for yourself. It tastes good. Yeah, really good guys, and I'm really appreciative of their ongoing support. Um, I'm no longer an ambassador for Fractal because they're concentrating more on the Australian, New Zealand market, which is fair. So they've sort of pulled their ambassador thing from everyone, not just me. But they still make great hats. But yeah, so to have a company just still have me, I just feel really appreciative. You might have seen earlier in the year, I've done quite a lot of sort of work, like sort of sponsored posts for different companies. And you know, I'll only ever work with companies that I like their stuff. I'll never work just to get the free stuff or the commission off discount codes. Most of the stuff I do for don't get commission for. So you know, yeah, if I promote something, I stand by it. Is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, yes, hopefully see you at the running show. Come and say hello. Hopefully you come back for the next episode. Like I said, it's a new year, new series, new structure, and yeah, I'll love you and leave you. Get my words out, bloody hell! Right, boy.